It's week 4 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Browns and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
First play, Watson to the air. Gets past one man. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Watson now to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now a first down throw, Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. He had to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Very solid opening round there, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he coughed it up, and the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. The Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
After losing a starting job in Tennessee and playing as a backup in Las Vegas, many wondered if Marcus Mariota would get another shot to lead a team. Atlanta gave it to him this season as a bridge from Matt Ryan to the next era. Always a good runner. Don't discount Mariota as a playmaker who can win games for the Falcons. He did take Tennessee to the playoffs in his second season and gained valuable experience in Las Vegas.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 22, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that's Grady Jarrett, who forced his way through to register the sack.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 17-yard line. Play action now, Mariota. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And this one too low. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, Mariota got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Cleveland offense making their way out. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
15 yards is the pickup there. The drive starting very nicely. First down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him, because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. A second pin has fallen. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Watson off play action.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for third and long.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, and they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Hunt is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver's taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And he rifles one incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Mariota now. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
First down, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
And that flag's on Myles Garrett, and we know he's got a nose for getting after the quarterback, but that time, even though he's going to protest it a little bit, he's a step late, and they hit him with the penalty.
Mariota's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And Mariota going to run on the option.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Patterson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons have taken the lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. And tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Hunt.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Here's a rookie whose job isn't done just dropping quarterbacks to the turf. Arnold Ebiketie, Watson on the ball from the get-go and does everything possible to strip it away from the quarterback in the pocket.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Watson. Another completion here to Hunt. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 3rd and 2, Watson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. But clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Mariota on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Watson's throw hauled in by Bell. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Caught here by Bell. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Browns. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fields it right around the goal line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 21. Second half will start with a run by Patterson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, they turn to Patterson. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta.
Keep going.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Watson's throw taken in by Grant.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on a move on first down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run again with Hunt. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Watson on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through.
And that'll bring them back within 4. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Mariota's throw taken in by Edwards.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
The trade sent Bryan Edwards from a very crowded Raiders depth chart to a much more open one in Atlanta. It's a great opportunity for the third-year man who was an excellent deep threat in limited opportunities with Las Vegas. He averaged 17 yards per catch, over 45 career receptions in his first 2 seasons. He could more than double that career catch total in his first year with the Falcons.
Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing is Mariota. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Running left, here's Patterson.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw Mariota.
He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Back to the ground now. Patterson.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run with a rookie from BYU, Tyler Algier.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Grant. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The Browns on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, it's Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hunt.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Ball start.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
Still 2nd down.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Mariota now to throw on first down. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mariota. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. That's caught by Pitts. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, that's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Cleveland, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.